So, the 99 of Jorge Lorenzo getting along with that Honda better than most would have thought.
Kilos, all of that muscle. He's got the same body fat as he did last year. So the problem is, obviously, with the shoulder injury, what he's been doing at the moment.
Green flag, having to hold on to it with two hands just in case it blows out of her hand. So
a tough time
there's
there.
that aero I was talking about earlier. We saw it yesterday for the. You're likely to see those two items of aero on the bike at the same time. They work together. And
Says who?
Danny Aldridge.
Right. Are they working on right now?
Yep.
You know what I mean? They're 6 months ahead of what we're seeing. I loved it last
not
year.
More.
Well, if not more. High-sided coming out.
Himself.
Oh,
Wow.
Please don't be injured. We do not need this at this point.
Jorge Lorenzo down at turn 6. He's had a few.
I'm doing that exact same
That.
No wonder he
is
didn't get up
ugly.
in a hurry.
The slower crashes are always the worst because you go into.
Looking on.
Let's hope his wrist's okay. Remember, he's still recovering from that fracture.
He didn't try to,
no,
he didn't try to take his gloves off or hold it. Marquez is down as well. 2 Repsol Hondas on the deck. Well, that just, do you know what? That underlines for me what you were saying. Different lines for Moto 3 and Moto 2. Dirty. Might be just a bit. That might be me just being a bit paranoid there for a moment. But those the Steelworks was quite close by. It looked.
That will have shocked him because she.
Wait. Oh, he's wide. He's out on the green. He's ridden the ridge. He's ridden
exactly
the ridge.
What he did, Keith. He caught his front on the ridge.
Yeah. No.
Thailand.
And then Thailand, the
Thailand,
horrendous crash, obviously breaking lots of things.
Yeah,
Then he just times from yesterday. I was looking like at more what the race pace was, and what I saw with the 3 main men was Marquez was fastest.
Mention real quick, we have a screen in here y'all can't see obviously, but Renz is on top by 0.6 of a second over Rossi. Looks like Maverick's going to get a little closer here.
Every time you go onto that straight, if you've got a Ducati behind you, and now a Honda, because now the Honda's the quickest bike out there.
And this is quick too now.
And that's much quicker.
Suzuki's
Yeah,
become quick.
He's saying, how much is he losing on the straight? If you're 18 kilometres down, Keith, we're talking 3/10.
At least.
At least.
Without any slipstream or the like.
I'm still of the opinion you have to know where you're at. I mean, I've raced this track a million times. You always go to the edge there, but as soon as you, the white, wait, what's the yellow band? Is that hard?
Yeah.
Yellow band on Moto 2
Moto
is soft.
2 is soft, yeah.
Why do they do that? I'm just confused.
He was faster in the sunshine session than he was in the what would have been the better track and better faster session of the evening, but whether he manages to be rider.
Harsh but fair, Keith, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Harsh but fair.
There
was an offer.
They were there.
Yeah, we don't know to what point it got.
Yeah, whether he was hovering with his pen or not, I'm not sure about that. But
so I'm going to go to a manufacturer that we know KTM are investing. Is it 20 million this year they're investing, or is it 40 million last year?
We've seen that with Honda. Anybody can do that. You know, Suzuki.
Ducati.
Yep, you're right. Now he's out of his leathers. That's it for this session. He's decided that's it.
On the chassis and how that motor works, we know he spent a lot of time in the Ducati getting comfortable with his bike last year, and a lot of that boiled down to the tank and the seat at the end of last year. So obviously he's trying to get his body weight off the bike a little bit more. He's also added some little sticky bits from Alpine Stars and added to the inside of it.
Technicians to come and collect them. Jorge's just gone through this section. The medical centre is the other side of this area.
On the start and finish straight, and you grab that brake going into turn 1, the force is just through your arms to prevent your obviously your body from by changing a lot on the bike, and that's what he's learned, and that's what he's trying to do now, obviously on the Honda.
Dovizioso gets underneath wildcard rider Bradley Smith down into turn 1. So Marc Marquez comes back out, bike number 2.
Real quick, did you ever, obviously, when you went bike to bike...
Psychological, though.
But as a number 2 to Valentino Rossi, it was like, well, that's Valentino Rossi's tank and seat, and you've got to learn to ride.
Now then, August 19th and 20th, just been announced, the Kimi Ring.
Do we know anything about the track? Elevated, or flat, or where it's located, all that?
It's in Finland.
No.
Yeah. It's cold in the winter there.
Stiggy's team is the fact that why would you want to run last year's bike? You knew what it was capable of. You saw Valentino and Maverick.
The budget they've had to plough into it as a factory because it will be big money.
Well, probably not, because Petronas will be writing the check. But
that's a fair point. Another 2 to 4 motorcycles as well. So a big deal from Yamaha. They've had whatever it is internally. They will have had to have upgraded their efforts. Yeah,
behind
Vinales.
Sharin. Yeah,
behind Vinales. Rossi is 328.1 compared with the 328.4 of Vinales. Teammates, they're all on the same spec bikes, I'm told, at this time of the year. Something's not right, boys.
Penalised when you get on a kilometre-long straight.
There you go.
Being followed by your teammate.
Followed by his teammate with two different sets of aero. That'll give you the idea of it.
Been an injury as well, but not quite the same level of adjustments to his motorcycle as Jorge has. So just looking at the ergonomics, which is essentially, and if you look at his rear brake pedal, that's actually a Danny Pedrosa one as well. So it's a little bit more like a road bike shape. Normally you use a little small peg, and been quite fussy, and some of his traits are still being seen across the factory Hondas.
It might just be that they've got it in the box, and at the moment the mobility.
A foot slips off the peg, and you realize how much energy you're pushing because you almost fall off the bike, and it catches you by surprise how much energy.
The name of the game, but you know, picking up another injury in one of these first three Grand Prix just wrecks your European challenge when it comes around. The ground war.
Set, and let's get the European side going. It's kind of where you figure out who's going to be in the championship.
But what it also does, I think, Colin, is it gives you. Most of them are on well-sorted motorcycles, and you can just get in there and sort of sneak a result.
I'll tell you.
And he's
making records, I'm sure, as we move through this year of just how close each and every class is. Moto3, Moto2 and MotoGP. Everybody quicker last night, of course.
In this session, where I think Valentino had them front tyre problems in FP2, so went pretty slow yesterday. 1.1 seconds off.
Bit of a dark horse, perhaps. Here's Jack Miller. He was enjoying his time yesterday. It's almost a pizza cutter he's got on the bottom of the front forks, isn't it? And then you got the plough at the back. I mean, only Ducati. The millions they must be spending.
But Jack's had something, you know, he did that 3-year deal with Honda. Not the bike, to be honest. It's like the worst MotoGP bike at the time, wasn't it?
It really was.
The customer
to get to the first year he came back in Grand Prix, he was a bit porky.
He got it all wrong.
He had got it all wrong. He was a bit too relaxed in every muscle.
That was hilarious.
And how to do it, clearly. And maybe this, not only motorcycle-wise, maybe physically as well, he's right where he needs to be for this year. We'll see.
I don't know if the boss is here, the dad. Is he? Oh, he's here.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got new medium on Valentino.
It was quick in this session, this corresponding session in the
He
afternoon.
did 55.0 yesterday at the same time. He has got to be on the Yamaha.
Yeah, he went out on the soft.
So we'll see what that soft does here in a minute.
Nice little short shift there. Here's as well as looking backwards, if that doesn't do you.
I think the red dot's lagging behind just a little bit.
Yeah, because he's in there. So when I said that to Cal, he said, well, neither have I. Yeah, they don't let anybody.
Keith, you wouldn't know what you were looking at anyway. Let's
Both have got 'em.
Yeah, no, it's the one. But it's the one coming out. I heard, and I don't know if this is right, the new R1 next year. There's a new R1 coming out. Adways. Be a good selling point anyway. Cool. Ducati brought the wings out, haven't they, on their V4 road bike? First, 300 brake horsepower.
Yeah, but it looked ugly.
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry to have to say.
that's what I thought as well. They sold a lot of them, though.
Again, I see your nemesis has sponsored Rory Skinner with a Supersport bike next year. Emmett, who's been picking it up on the wires here. He never rests, Gavin, doesn't he?
Did you see the Honda there just
step by him? When Tito was about to tip in.
He's about to get Tito'd against Tito. Because look, it was
after him.
It was coming up to one of these corners as well.
Well, he tapped it in some time, hadn't he? By the side of that corner.
I think we should
as an aside
rename it the Joker Lane. What do you think? Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, I like the Joker Lane. You got to think about the.
I'll tell you one thing I've just spotted. Marquez has done a 34.6 in this session. He's fastest in this session. He's 0.4 quicker than anybody in this set.
Hey, Valentino went out, did a few laps on the medium. Remember, brand new. He's just come in, put the new soft on. This is all he's.
Fastest at the moment. So if he can find 0.2 of a second, that will put him inside. That'll knock Joan Mir out.
He needs 0.233.
Because I think it's going to be even closer. Marquez is going to push even harder.
I don't know. The amount he saved last is that that soft tyre just seems to do one lap, two maybe. Bradley Smith rejoins the track from afar.
And that was last night.
Miguel Oliveira is the first man to go faster in this session than he did
last night. That's on the KTM though.
2 10s. If he can find 2 10s on the second half of the lap, he will knock Joan Mir out of 10th place.
Oh, Rins is down. Depends where it is. Valentino coming to the line then. Rossi over the line with that soft rear tyre on. Takes the checkered flag. Doesn't go any quicker.
No.
For someone like Pecco, Because you know that the gusty wind out there, the track's not as fast today, yet you've managed to go faster. Oh, there you go, it tells the story, doesn't it? All that, well, look at that, look at the wind blowing it.